What's up everyone, my name is Nick and I am standing right here on the Padang in Kuching, the Merdeka Square, and behind me is the Borneo Cultures Museum, the largest museum in all of Malaysia. It's been open for a few weeks, actually a couple of months, but today is the day that I'm going to visit it. So let's just get this video started. I'm going to the Borneo Cultures Museum. Let's go! So there's an underpass here from Padang Merdeka, the Freedom Square, to the Borneo Cultures Museum. And it's actually the first time I'm in this underpass. This is good. All right, good. Got my visitor's pass. Let's go. So this is a huge museum. There's over 5 floors. There's 5 floors here. I have no idea where to start, so I just went up to the 3rd floor because the 1st floor was very busy. So let's see what's going on here. There's a couple of permanent galleries here in harmony with nature. Let's check this out. So I've always wondered what these stick figurines were. I once bought this little carving of a little human on top of a stick, and I was always wondering what it was for. And today I learned that this is a protective piece of carving that you put in front of your longhouse or in front of your house, and it protects you. So this museum is so big that they've built a full-size baroque right here in the museum. There's so much traditional art here. There's really so much. I like how all these different Sarawakian cultures are very well represented here in the museum, and they've got these traditional clothes of all these different cultures that live here in this beautiful state. There really is so much on display here in the Borneo Cultures Museum, and I can explain about every thing that is here on display, but I think you just have to come down yourself. And yes, if you have the time, make sure to check it out. And I believe I'm just only in the 1st gallery, so I have a lot more walking to do. So let's continue the journey. And I'm well impressed with how busy it is here. It is well, it's a Tuesday today and it is full. There's so many people here. Like I said, Sarawak has so many different cultures, and this gallery here is all about the cultures of the highlands, of the Barrio Highlands and all the people that live up there, like the Kelabit. So there is a little bit about every individual tribe, every culture and every people of Sarawak. All right, so that was the 1st floor that I'm exploring, and it was all about the rainforest and the people living in these rainforests here in Sarawak. And I must say it was very impressive to see that there were so many artifacts. There was even a cow or an ox actually pulling a cart. Truthfully, I think you need like 2 days to fully explore everything and to read everything and to fully understand what is on display here. So as a kid in primary school and high school, we would visit museums a lot. And I like to see all these kids and youngsters behind me doing little tasks and learning more about the culture of their people here in Sarawak. So this is an ideal place for students to learn, for young kids to learn about different cultures, about the forest, and yep, it's really nice to have such a large and beautiful museum here in Kuching in Sarawak. Time changes. All right, let's go in. So this specific gallery is called Time Changes, and it's all about the history of Sarawak. As you might know, Sarawak has a very rich history, especially if you look at the caves here in Sarawak. The Nia cave is archaeologically extremely important because they found one of the oldest human skulls in that cave. So I'm literally inside a cave now. One of the most famous caves here in Sarawak is the Painted Cave at Nia, and this is where they found really old paint cavings. Look at that behind me, they've got a full-sized boat here. So the previous gallery on that side was all about the ancient history of Sarawak, about the caves, and this part of the gallery is about how Sarawak became its own nation and how it joined the Federation of Malaysia. They've even got a steering wheel of one of the boats of the Raja. So I'm on the 5th floor, the top floor of the museum, and you've got a beautiful view over Kuching from here. So here on the 5th floor there's another gallery, because there's so many galleries here, and this is all about the objects of desire. So this is all about what makes local products so unique, like beads, weaving, and that's what this gallery is about. If you're looking for beautiful mats and baskets and weavery, Sarawak is the place to be, because there are so many cultures here, and each culture has their own style, and each culture makes their own motifs. And look at these mats behind me, they are just so beautiful. So the people of Sarawak not only make beautiful baskets and mats, but they also know how to make really nice fabric. You have the famous Kumbu and you have the famous Songket, and this is very popular all over the world. People from all over the world love these traditional fabrics that are made only here in Sarawak. Alright, there's literally so much to see here, and unfortunately I don't have the whole day, but yeah, I'll definitely come back. So far I've seen a lot about the history of Sarawak, a lot about the different cultures that live here, and it's really a beautiful museum. It is so large, it is really well designed, and up here on the 5th floor you've got some really nice views over Kuching, and it's just such a beautiful place to hang out for a couple of hours. Alright, I found my favorite spot here in the whole museum. It's all the masks. Look at all these cool masks. So this is actually the last gallery I'm visiting. It is the last one on the 5th floor, and I think this is my favorite gallery. There's so many unique statues, there are masks here, there are beautiful carvings, and it's all about the traditional art here in Borneo. It's so beautiful, and you've got carvings out of bones, there are barangs here, wooden masks. There's just so much to see, it's so cool. So behind me here are some traditional doors, and people here don't have normal doors. No, traditionally they would have these amazingly carved, beautiful art pieces as doors. And sure, you think, yes, wow, this is just more art, Nick. No, these are actually cannons. These are the old traditional cannons they used to shoot at people. Alright, so that was the Borneo Cultures Museum, and my gosh, what a beautiful museum. I must say I am extremely impressed with what they've done here at this museum. There was really so much to see, and I didn't expect that it was going to be that big. I knew it's going to be a big museum, 5 stories. I've been to the 3rd floor, which was all about the people that live here and how they live together with nature. And then the 4th floor was all about the history of Sarawak, how it all dated back to the old cave systems where people lived in caves and how they lived. Then the top floor, the 5th floor, was all about arts. and motifs and baskets and how amazing the art culture here is in Borneo. So I definitely had a lot of fun. I definitely did not see enough, so I will surely come back here. I've only had about an hour and a half inside, but it feels like I've only seen about 5 to 10%. So I'm definitely gonna come back and spend a couple hours here. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that's it, I guess. Yes, that's it. Okay, I just keep blabbering on, but that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week. All right, bye-bye.